Welcome to Doing Business in Ghana on the TG Africa YouTube channel. And in this video, what I wanted to discuss is how the diaspora can build wealth here in Ghana. So in previous videos, I discussed how Africa is set to be the next major growth region of the world, following on from East Asia. And I tried to highlight some of the economic indicators which points to this being true. And I also tried to show how this has opened up an opportunity for the diaspora to build wealth and why a country like Ghana offers one of the best investment environments for the diaspora to engage with Africa on a business and investment level. But before we go deeper, I want to clarify what it is I mean by wealth and to build wealth here on the continent. And by what I mean is the ability to establish an income generating asset which will be able to finance your ideal lifestyle without you actually having to work because you own the asset. And the best way of owning an asset like this is becoming a business owner. And I also want to clarify what it is I mean by the concept of building wealth, because a place like Ghana does not offer any get rich quick schemes. But what a place like Ghana offers is the opportunity to build a business which has the long-term potential of becoming an income generating asset, which can finance your ideal lifestyle because you're able to pay yourself dividends from it, from all the profits that are generated. And I also want to be clear that not every business opportunity here offers that same opportunity. Some businesses are capable of producing you a decent income to live on, but it's not every business opportunity that actually offers the opportunity to build long-term wealth. That is why we have to be very strategic about how we approach which business ideas we start, especially if we are interested in the concept of building wealth. So there are certain sort of key factors that we should be considering when we're choosing what business ideas to pursue. And what I'll say is the first thing to make sure you're considering is whether the business is going to be offering what I like to term as fundamental value or superficial value. You see, fundamental value means that your business is actually solving a major problem in the market. And it's a problem where there is an urgent solution for it. And because it's an urgent solution for it, it's something that people really need. And it's also important that your business is providing a solution that is at least 10 times better than what is currently existing in the market, or your business is offering a solution which is significantly cheaper than the current one that exists in the market. And when these factors are in place, it creates a better opportunity for you to establish a long-term sustainable business because you're actually offering something to the market which is actually needed. And the second thing to consider is whether the business has a capacity to actually scale. Because if your business idea has a market, but the market is very limited, then it also means your growth potential is limited, which means your revenues potential is also significantly limited. So ideally, you want to be establishing a business that has a very big market size and it has the capacity not only to focus on a domestic, but it can broaden out even to the regional market and then later on in the international markets. And another thing to also consider is whether your business has the capacity to establish a market monopoly. And what I mean by a market monopoly is your business offering some kind of unique selling point, or does it have some kind of competitive advantage which will make it extremely difficult for competitors to replicate? Or is your business idea something that is in a market where there are very high barriers to entry? And if this is the case, then it means that you are ultimately in a position where you can dominate a market. And to be able to build wealth, you have to be able to at least dominate 25% of market share. So it's very important that your business is something that can become a market leader in the chosen sector you are in. And the final thing you should also be considering is timing. You really want to make sure you're starting a business within a sector where the overall economic outlook is positive. So it's very clear that in that particular sector, the market is set to grow, and it's very clear that the government is actually adopting policies which will make the sector more attractive and specifically intended on making the sector successful. And when you have these factors playing at hand, it means that you are starting a business where you can grow because the market itself is growing. So it's important that you are particularly looking at sectors like the agricultural sector, real estate, renewable energy, infrastructure development, tech, and these kinds of areas, because in general, across the whole region and in Ghana, these are where the major growth trends are being displayed. So I hope you found this video useful. And if you would like more information about doing business here in Ghana, feel free to book a consultation with us, and make sure to grab yourself a copy of The Great Return. And I'll see you in the next video.